Velkommen til endnu en episode af Data i Sport, podcasten, hvor vi undersøger, hvordan data og teknologi påvirker sportens verden. Dagens gæst, han hedder Håkan, og han er manager for Nordic Countries hos Dartfish, som er et af de førende værktøjer inden for videoanalyse i sport, men især ishockey. Vi skal dykke ned i, hvordan Dartfish fungerer, og hvordan det kan bruges til det kommende VM som case, til at forstå, hvordan videotrænere og analytikere kan udnytte data fra Dartfish før, under og efter kampene. For at vi alle kan forstå den samtale, jeg skal have med Håkan, så slår jeg nu over i engelsk og byder velkommen. Så lad os komme i gang. Håkan, welcome to Data i Sport.
Many thanks. I'm glad for getting this chance to talk about Dartfish with you.
Yeah, nice. Before we dive into Dartfish, what should we know about you?
Well, first of all, my position here is that I am manager for the 5 Nordic countries for the company Dartfish, which is a company from Switzerland, and we work with sports technology and video analysis. So I'm working with video analysis and sports every day. My background before this is that I am a golf professional, so I do have the teaching mind, the coaching mind, when being in contact with all these customers we have.
Yeah, nice. Are you a hockey person yourself?
I've never ever played ice hockey at all, so that's quite fun. But in our job here with Dartfish, ice hockey is really dominating market for us in the Nordic countries. So I watch games from time to time, and I do watch Malmö, my hometown, Malmö Redhawks. I go see their games from time to time.
And now we have said the word Dartfish quite some times. Can you give a brief introduction to what problems you're solving with Dartfish?
Yeah, okay. The Dartfish, it was founded in 1999. Started for broadcasting and a bit funnier and better replay in TV, and that's how it started. And today we're a global company. We work in all kind of sports. You can imagine. We work in the medical segment. We have our solutions used in schools, academies, universities, human resource, industry. So it's our video solutions. They are applicable in many different areas actually. So, but it all started back in 1999, and actually, I normally say we are very big in a small world, and just to have an idea, we have let's say every Olympic Games, regardless if it's summer or winter games, around 70% of the medalists are using Dartfish in one way or another together with their coaches in their daily training. And so it is all over the world. So therefore we are represented in all sports.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of what Dartfish is. So it has nothing to do with fishing.
Exactly. So as I briefly mentioned in the introduction, then we're gonna do the before and during and after the match of how Dartfish is used. So can you explain how Dartfish can be used for scouting before the matches, for example, and preparation?
Yeah, in ice hockey, it's widely used, and it's a tool that the coaches use quite a lot, regardless if it's a national team or if it's a club team. And now we have soon coming, of course, the World Championship, which will be played in Herning and Stockholm, and the video coaches in the national teams, they will scout all the opponents, meaning they tag they capture and tag each game where they can get opponents, and so they have let's say mapped them, and so they know each team's strengths and weaknesses. They know how they are playing. They know how they are playing in the box play. They know how they are playing in power play, the face-offs, and the most common situations popping up. They're well mapped, so everyone know everything about everyone.
Yeah. Fantastic. So what they know about the others is then, can you see that from what the types of data and video analysis that they are getting out of your system?
Yeah, from our system, the strength with our system is that you can really tailor-made what kind of KPIs you want from the game, and so which kind of events you want, and of course also how you which kind of keywords you want them, if you want to call a power play or a box play positive or negative or etc. So, but to get a hint of how the video coaches are working in ice hockey. So, for let's say a normal game, it's quite common they tag, let's say 600-700 different events, which can be possible for the coach staff to watch either during game or afterwards. Normally just a few of them actually, but so many are tagged, so everything can be watched.
Yeah,
that's how it's done. Yeah.
Could you give me, if you can, a concrete example of how a national team can analyze an opponent using Dartfish?
We have the scouting is done before, and here we have all the statistics which can be applied from various other providers, can be synchronized into Dartfish and together with a video. And but the most for during the World Championship now we have during the game, which is really nice how the teams are working, and it's where they work with a live, they send the live feed to the bench. So the video coach is doing tagging, importing the feed from which we can see from the television. And they have other internal video feeds as well, which they tag, and then they can send this feed to the bench for the coaches, so they can watch it in an iPad during the game directly, instantly. It goes instantly in a dedicated network the teams gets during the games. So it doesn't go via the cloud, so it goes instantly. So that's really helpful for the coaches to when there is a break or someone is injured or shorter breaks, they can watch tags. Could be a loss of one face-off, for instance, and showing the players actually on the bench. This is taking place during the game. Really nice.
So the workflow is for the analyst or video coach using Dartfish Live is to do the tagging and then send it to the bench for them for further analysis or analysis right there, then and there.
Yeah, during the game, so it's done via Dartfish and the solution we have, which is called live collaboration. So they can get it during the period is played, but also, of course, they can watch it more closely when they're in the two breaks. Between the first and second and third period, of course. So where there is a little bit more time. So, but up until some years ago, it was just possible to watch it in the breaks. But now, due to thanks to great technology, we can provide the events during the game. And here we are depending on great networks inside the arenas. So,
of course, Yeah. So that maybe to my next question is the specific features that makes it possible to adjust tactics and these decisions in real time really was what you just mentioned, this collaboration part of your tool.
Yeah, it depends. Let's say the teams, for some teams, they are really dependent on this. They watch it, and others, they are more focused on the game being played. But anyway, they always have the chance to watch events happening during the game, and they can check. We can also have the referee part where they can check whether there were goal or no goal, etc., or whether other situations where a penalty comes into play. So the bench, they are a bit more prepared because they can actually see it and be prepared for what will happen if there will be any discussions with the referees or so. But of course, it's helpful to take for decision making for the coaches during a game in the last part of the game, if it's an intense or tight game, and they can decide which players they maybe want to play, just having it black on white so they can see what has gone well and what hasn't. So and we can also add live statistics as well to this during the game. And the future is that the coaches, they want as much data, stats, information as possible. So the question here is to navigate in the jungle and
of course,
and benefit from all information you actually can get. So you get it as spot on as possible.
Yeah. How many data points can they get out of Dartfish?
That's endless. That's endless. We have a really advanced solution with cameras in the ceiling, but here we talk about thousands of KPIs, which is actually choosable from.
Yeah.
So it's tough to be coach. They really have to be. Well prepared what I will look for and not look for.
Yeah. And do you, and you, maybe you or Dartfish as a company, do you then assist and help them in this navigating this jungle of data to help them essentially?
Actually, we as a company, we haven't that kind of competence at all for each and every sport. So we have no hardly any help at all. Could be some of colleagues in my position having great knowledge in some kind of sport. I know I have an American colleague. He does help some of his tennis customers with tennis. But otherwise, normally they do the analysis self. But if we will look on Denmark, we have Team Denmark is there as well, customers of Dartfish. So, and I assist them in our latest updates and technologies. So they are well aware. And here we have Team Denmark being a support organization for a whole bunch of sports in Denmark, and they have a great competence. So it works. We have a couple of persons from Team Denmark working, so to say, on the field with federations, with teams, with individual athletes and coaches being out there doing the more advanced job. And I do know that Team Denmark does work with handball, and they do now. They work with the hockey, ice hockey as well. They do work with rowing, bowling, badminton, swimming, velodrome, bicycling, just to mention a few. So this is more to answer your question. If we can help, no, we can't. But in each and every country, we have resource persons normally being out on the field and being really well educated and competent, so they can be the right time for the coaches and assist them with the information needed.
Have you seen from like your customers that they are becoming more like data literacy wise, that they are like better in knowing what data they can get and what they need from like former years, or is it still on the same level? Or is it, are coaches and athletes, whatever, being more, I hate to say it, like data-driven, so they know what they can use it for, or is it like the same level as some years ago?
On the higher level, we work with video analysis, let's say national teams, and where we have World Championships, European Championships, Olympic Games, etc. And it's needed. It's absolutely needed to be working advancedly with video and all statistics and data you can get. So I would say that data-driven. Normally, it's natural to work with a lot of information, statistics, and data nowadays on a high level and take decisions upon that. So. Some teams they hire experts, they hire educated engineers, they hire other persons for their teams, for their federations to work specifically with data and data analysis and video analysis, which so it all comes into one here. So I can definitely say that more and more well-educated persons comes into sport on the higher level, and they're really advanced way of working.
That sounds good, fantastic. Then we move like to after the matches, so the post-match analysis for example, evaluation and further development. So how can teams, national teams, use Dartfish in the post-match analysis?
After the games, there is normally out of all the tags that they put together a presentation where normally taking place the day after the game was played. See the team, the players, present what we did well, what we didn't do well, and highlight, of course, what can be improved. And all this here with Dartfish, we can create great comparisons if so is needed. It can be power plays or box plays, turnovers, goalkeepers' performances, whatever, where we can dig into it and zoom in, play it frame by frame, check it, compare it, make nice overlays, and so on. And all these data videos can be shared to a platform, Dartfish TV we call it, and from there these videos can be sent out to the staff, the players, etc., so they can watch it easily in all the devices that we are used to today, like tablets and smartphones, of course. So it goes very quickly, and then comes the question that normally the players, they are very keen on watching, of course, their own performances from the yesterday's game, and so it's a variation. But that is normally the process, and so it's of course done in advance as well. When we talk about the scouting, everything is published to the platform and sent out to the staff and the team and the coaches and so on. So
is it mostly interesting for coaches and players the video part, or is it the hardcore facts of the data?
Around the team you have a whole staff, and among them we can have actually a really great analysts working with statistics, which is can be tough to read. And here we have developed Dartfish, so we call it the Power BI, and can be displayed visually nice on all our platforms. So out of a huge amount of data, you can go into visually nice graphs and watch everything easily and go more spot on instead of study huge Excel sheets with KPIs of performances from the different players.
Yeah.
And now we have the World Championship here coming up, and from my side, could be worth knowing for the listeners here that actually the Swedish national team, Danish national team, Norwegian national team, and Finnish national team are working with Dartfish during the games.
Yep.
And these 4 teams here will also work with a live to the bench feature, all of them. So I'm really looking forward to the World Championship and see how it will go for the Scandinavian teams.
Yes, me as well, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. From your, now to say all that you are in, close contact with all these national teams here. Can you, when you talk with them, is there a top 3 KPIs that they all use, or it's different from each national team and so forth?
It can be very different, but what has become a clear trend is that they want to go more individually.
Okay.
So even though it's a team, the coaching staff is more going towards the goalkeeper, the back players, the forwards, etc. So, and they are kind of individually coached and individually sent different, let's say, videos. So some common KPIs I can't say, but it's pretty much the same they are watching. But I must say they can work cleverly here with giving the different players different input. Actually, that is a clear trend, and that's interesting.
Yeah. And here, then maybe the last question is the future outlook. So, in your opinion, what developments do you see in the coming years within video analysis and the use of data from your point of view in Dartfish?
What we realize here is that the teams, they work with a whole bunch of different products for sports technology products, and what is requested and wished from the teams, etc., is that all us providers can cooperate better and easily, so they can use all of the products better integrated to each other. So I think that is the future for us, and we are today an open. We are open to cooperate with others, so we can import from other providers, etc. So they can get the information combined together with the video, and so that is also, but also worth mentioning here for the listeners, if anyone would be interested in digging deeper into Dartfish, so from a team or so, or other federation, other sports, so you're all welcome to contact me here, and you can get trial packages, and I can make personal introductions, and I'm used to work with this. I've been working with Dartfish for 20 years actually, and I think I've been working with at least 50 different sports or national teams. So we are existing in all kinds of sports you can imagine.
Nice. Good, Håkan. Thank you for sharing your insights. It was super fascinating to hear how data and analysis can be applied within ice hockey with Dartfish. Thank you.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Og til jer lytter derude, jeg håber, det gav indsigt i, hvordan dataanalyse kan bruges før, under og efter kampene. Og hvis I kunne lide episoden, jamen så del den gerne. Vi lyttes ved.